Hi, it's Kevin with Train a Tree, and today I'm in the peaches and nectarine section of my backyard orchard culture. And these here, I have like 11 varieties in this row, all spaced out about 4 feet apart. Each variety is to come on about 2 weeks after, 2 to 3 weeks, somewhere in there, after each other. So the first one starts early May, and then so on every 2 weeks all the way through. And these here are the last trees to have peaches and nectarines on them. These two varieties here are really fast growing. We need to keep these trees pruned small as we can, to keep them in this backyard orchard culture arena that I have. So with these two trees, you can see that now, it being January, all the leaves are off, and you can actually see the structuring of the tree. And what I'm doing here is, you can see all of these little branches on here, all these little twigs that just had lots of leaf all over it. And the whole purpose of that, the tree, obviously everybody knows, is to have lots of leaves so they can feed those roots down deep. And with backyard orchard culture, in order to keep your trees from getting really big, is not to let the root system get really big also. And you do that by keeping the trees small. So you can see this particular one here, I have already pruned. This one I have not. So I left this one so I could show you what it looks like and then how I do it. So with peaches and nectarines, in that last video I had, shows that the peaches, I could have peaches on every one of these branches this next year, every single one. So like if the peaches came out on this, well, the peaches will come out on this branch in the springtime. This is going to grow out to about here. At the end of the year, I will have all this new growth, and we'll have picked all these peaches off of this portion, and they'll never grow on here again. They're going to grow on this section. So next springtime, the peaches will be here. And after that, the following year, they're going to be out here. Well, I don't have that situation. So what I'm doing is, I am layering my trees so that I get them every other year. So this spring, I'm going to get them here, and here, and here. But you can see I cut this one back. I left 2 to 3 nodules here, so I'm going to get growth out of here. This is for the following year. So these here are not for this spring. This is for this year. This is for next year. This is for next year. This for next year, and so on. So you can kind of see this one in between here. I've got 2 little buds. I don't know if you can see them in here. You can zoom in, but I've left myself with some buds, so I know I'm going to get new growth. So at the end of next year, I'll have my peaches here this year, because this is 2012. So 2012, I'm going to get peaches here. I will cut this here next year. So in 2013, this will be cut back. It will get fresh new growth. This one will have peaches in 2013. It will get cut back at the end of 2013, so that in 2014, it will, this one here, this will be 2012, this will be 2013, 2015, this will be 2012, 2014, and so on. I hope that's not too confusing. Obviously this is not what I do for a living, is make videos, but with this here, you kind of can see the structure of how I'm setting this tree up so that I can keep it at this length, and this is how big this tree is going to stay. Because this way I can drape over the net to keep the birds from getting it. I can spray them real easy if I need to. They're easy to water, easy to put fertilizers, and I don't use too many chemicals on my trees. But if I need to, because peaches and stuff, they can get leaf curl. And if you find that if you're getting any of that type of disease in your trees and you want to spray them, you want to be able to get to it. And with a tree this small, real easy too. It's January. We've already had this really warm weather. We're already starting to bud out. And I'm not real thrilled about that coming out this early, but because we could get another cold and then they could die off. So I hope that's not the case. But now you get a good picture as to how I take my trees from this down to that, and I can manage my peaches and nectarines every year. Thanks for looking in.